Okay guys, in today's video, we are doing two-stroke versus four-stroke, and I have had both, and I've seen a lot of different bikes, I've seen a lot of them ride, and I feel like I'm pretty qualified for the video. So, I guess we're just going to get started with the differences. So basically, the differences is just the amount of times they go up and down, as shown in the video right here. And thank you to AJ Repairs for this video, but as you can see here, this is basically it. Now, since that video didn't show very much about the actual engine, so in simpler terms, a two-stroke kind of does it a little bit more aggressive. It's more zit, 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 and a little bit more wide open. You want to be wide open, like as fast as you can, like very aggressive power. And essentially, there's a power band, and it's kind of normal power, but then as soon as you get up into the power band range or into the power range, it throws you, basically kicks in like flipping a switch. So now four strokes, they're more immediate. It's more like you gotta get more power. It's more ish. It's more aggressive. You gotta be a little bit gentler and more throttle control. A little bit more tappy of that throttle. A little bit more, instead of like like you gotta kind of like, it's more a little bit more gentle. It's more smooth on the four-stroke, but two-stroke, it's more throws. It's more top speed, more acceleration, more a lot of things. So that's two strokes and four strokes, but like I said, we're probably gonna get started into four strokes first. So, we're going to go ahead and get into ages, into differences. Let's say you are 10 or 9. I know there's younger audiences on YouTube, like myself, but more younger, like 9, 10. You're probably going to want like a 110. Let's say you're 4'11", or something like that. The 110 has about a 26 to even 29 inch seat height, and that's more of an average. So it depends if you get an L, because the 110 has a clutch on the L, but it doesn't has an automatic on or just a semi. But that's just in particular bike. Let's say, so that's good for like 10. You could go higher in the age, but more like 10, 11, maybe 12 for beginners. That has 7 to 8 horsepower on the four-stroke range. Now, we're going to go ahead and talk about 125 now. This age range is about 12 to 14 to 15 and even 16. And its seat height is 33 inches. On the CRF 125. Now back into the differences. This is more of a anything. This can do trail and this can do motocross. This variation is a trail one, but they do have a race one as shown on screen, and basically all the differences are this one has a little bit more suspension, it has a little bit more horsepower. Now the 125 trail has about 15 horsepower. This one has about 25. So it's a little bit more from a motocross track, as you guys can tell. And the CRF is the best beginner bike, in my opinion, for anyone ages up. And that is about the best beginner bike you can get. Now, there is also a CRF 150 for the racetrack. And it is about a little bit bigger. It's got over 25 horsepower in range, and it is got 34 inches. And it also really depends. I think there's a little bit more variations, but the 150 is also a very good race bike. But sorry guys, this will all make sense later. Now let's say 250 four-stroke. This is good for motocross track, trail, everything. It's got 38 seat height. It's got about 25 to 45 horsepower. And that's good for motocross, everything else. And the 450 is 38 seat height as well, 239. It's got 60 horsepower, motocross track. You could use it for hard enduro, but motocross track mainly. That's like 85 on a trail. But motocross track mostly on the 4-stroke. Okay, now 2-strokes. So we're going to go ahead and talk about some 2-strokes, and we're going to see which one's better for you. So let's say for the 85, you're 14, 13, 12. 85 is 32-inch seat height to 35-inch seat height. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about horsepower. So think about it. 85 cc's, so that's the motor, that's the cubic meters, or the whatever it's called. Quote me on this, please. And the 110. Which one do you think is faster? The 2-stroke is faster than the 110 cc 4-stroke, the 85 cc's. It's not even triple digits. It's faster. 35 horsepower on the 85 cc 2-stroke. 8 to 10 horsepower on the 110 4-stroke. So it's a drastic change. And 85s, you can't really lug. Like if you're on a trail, you can't go slow. Same with 125s and even 150s. So if you're doing trail, it might be different for you. 85s and 2-strokes, so just 2-strokes in general, have a power band. You go into a different speed, and whenever you get into a certain speed, it really kicks into the full power. It's like trying to drive a 4-stroke in second gear, and then you finally get into the gear. It finally kicks it in there, gets in the higher PM, shoot ya. Now, also, you can't lug them because they will stall really easy, and the spark plug will get gunked up, and it won't run good. So that is that. And so the 125 2-strokes really depends which one you get. It's 40 horsepower. Think about the same of the 125 cc 4-stroke, 15 horsepower, and 2-stroke 40 horsepower. So 125 2-stroke 40 horsepower depends on what kind you get to determine what your size is. So YZ 125 is the same size as the 250. They're massive bikes, and depends which one you get. They can be smaller, but yeah, older, an adult basically. That's the kind you want with the 125. So 250 2-stroke, definitely adult. These higher CCs, when you get into the 250, those are the kind for trails. Those you can actually lug. You can actually go slow. You can actually go over obstacles. 50 horsepower, 35-inch seat height for the 250 2-stroke to 39 inches. See how it varies here with different brands. You're going to have to look it up yourself for the brands that you want to get. 300cc 2-stroke, 37-inch seat height to 42-inch seat height-ish, 55 horsepower. And there's also 350 2-strokes, different 400 2-strokes, like all different types of 2-strokes. But these are the main ones. From 250 up, those are trail bikes. You can definitely use a 250 on a motocross track. But if you want a 2-stroke trail bike, it should be 250 and up. And like I said, different seat heights, but it varies. So for the trail, I recommend 250 to 300 up 2-strokes. Trails in the 4-strokes, 110, 125, every single 4-stroke except for 450s. 450s mainly motocross track, like I said. Enduro, 250 2-strokes, 450 2-strokes, and up. Any high CC 2-stroke, perfect enduro. KTM mostly if you're doing 2-strokes. If you're doing 2-stroke enduro, KTM is the brand to go. Now enduro for the 4-strokes, 250s and 450s. 450s still motocross track, but I've seen people do hard enduro a lot on 450s. And so, yeah. Now street. We're gonna talk about street. Street 2-strokes. every bike is good for street. 85, 65s, even 50s, for every single one. 4 strokes and 2 strokes, every single one's good. Now, we're going to talk about maintenance here due to the differences. Now you know everyone individually, now we're going to do differences. So, like I said, 85 cc's, I'm just going to do this kind of faster. 85 cc's to 110 cc's, 85 is faster with a 2-stroke. 2-stroke 125 is faster, way faster than a 125 4-stroke. 250 2-stroke, faster than a 300 4-stroke. And 350 4-strokes, they're just faster. So 2-stroke is definitely faster, but it also depends. They're definitely faster, but 85 2-stroke is not going to be faster than 250 4-stroke. But maintenance now. Maintenance on a 2-stroke is cheaper but more often. You got to do a top end rebuild every 2 years. 4-stroke is less often, but way more expensive and way harder to do. 2-stroke top end rebuild you can get for $400. I know it's kind of a lot, but it's also expensive sport. $400 for top end to $500. You can do it in an afternoon. It's super easy. You just throw it in there. Look up some YouTube videos. It's not that hard. Just don't mess it up. 4-stroke, you got to get that to a shop. It's probably going to be $1,500 if you need to rebuild that. $2,000 even. It's like doing open heart surgery on a 4-stroke. High and low. Now, 110s, most of the time you might need to just change a stator. 125 4-strokes might need to change a stator. That's about it. So, yeah, that's basically the maintenance. You need to change spark plugs on the 2-strokes. You need to change the oil and stuff, the transmission fluid on 2-strokes. You need to mix gas with 2-strokes. Might be a little bit more often maintenance. But as you guys can tell, it's more what's good for you. If you're a kid and you want to do trail, if you're 9 and you're doing trail, 110, 125. Maybe not the 125 for 9-year-olds, but 110, good for trail. If you're 12 and if you're 10 you want to do motocross, 65. If you're 14, 13, 12, bigger 12-year-old, you can do 85 and do motocross. If you're an adult and you want a 250 2-stroke and do motocross. If you are an adult and you want to do enduro, 300 to 350 2-strokes to even 250 4-strokes. It really depends on what you're doing. So essentially, if you're a kid, 2-stroke is not good for trail. If you're an adult, 2-stroke is good for trail. If you're an adult, 4-stroke is not as good for trail. And if you're a kid, 4-stroke is better for trail. It depends on your size, what bike you want. It really matters what you are doing. So, based on that, it's your job to decide which one is better for you. For me, 2-stroke is better for my riding, myself, me, my size, everything for me. 2-stroke is better for me. But also, I could get on 4-stroke and do the exact same thing. My 85 goes through trails all the time. So, they're really not better. It's just differences. If you're on the street or something, all of them. It really just depends. So, it really just depends on you. So, yeah. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. This is the first video I've ever done. Feel free to do anything you want in the comment section. I'll take it as constructive criticism, because I definitely need to learn how to do this a lot more, because I want to hopefully do it more. Anything you say, I'm not going to take as like a hater. I'm not going to repost you. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to reply with ill intent. I'm just going to take it as constructive criticism. So let me know if like the audio is bad, like if I'm saying something too much, if I'm doing this, that. Feel free to do whatever you want. And I will not take it like you're trying to hate. I'll take it like you're trying to help me out. So thank you guys so much. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Like I said, the first video, if it's bad, I know. See you guys in the next one.